It looked like you were getting off.
Yeah, low key. Kinky.
She said, "Oh my
Kinky.
god!" There's somebody underneath the camera.
Show the underside of your desk, bro. Is it Sadie? Is it Sadie under there?
Oh my!
Is it your dog? Did you put some peanut butter down there?
Oh my gosh! Her face. Scary.
Okay, so sorry. Welcome back, guys. This is our podcast called Freed of Mind. Today we are going to be talking about.
Oh, bring this. Just right off the
Yay!
bat. Just outer identity. Nice.
Oh my!
Nice.
Oh, I keep
Today we're gonna
forgetting.
be talking about me. Yep.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna be talking about B.
So yeah, I got a new headset. If my audio sounds better, gang. That's pretty dope.
It doesn't sound that much different to me, but
Alright, shut up. Okay. So today we're continuing with the interviews and we're gonna start with B. Well,
yeah, we're gonna do
Yeah.
another interview after.
Nah.
By the
Alright.
way, I'm open to any questions. I will literally talk about anything.
Any questions?
Yeah, anything.
Oh, I've had this question for a bit.
Mhm.
The viewers can't or listeners can't really see, but what made you want to cut your hair?
Oh, a lot of people actually ask me that for some reason. It wasn't really okay. Well, it's because of this one person on TikTok I
Yeah.
saw. They had, I don't even remember what their name was, but oh my gosh, so fine. And this was like just when I found out I wasn't straight, so it's a little cliche, but I just thought it looked really nice. And also, I always felt for a really long time my face is like a little too masculine for everything else, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
It differentiates. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like a girl. Sometimes I look like a guy. But I just wanted to match with how I saw myself, I guess.
I really feel like you look better with shorter hair. Like when you have longer hair, it looks good, but I like your short hair a lot.
I like my short hair too, but I also miss feeling hair on my back. It feels nice. That's why I really want braids. I might get braids for my birthday. So.
Interesting.
Which is in a week.
Mhm.
Yeah, B's birthday is next week.
I
No,
keep
sir.
forgetting.
You're gonna be 17.
The day
How-
that
how
this
do
is
you-
posted, it's gonna be the birthday next.
How do you feel? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be posted on my sister's birthday.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, B. Nice job, B. Nice job, B.
Yep.
I'm gonna fart again, bro.
Oh my god.
Nice.
She said.
Puppy cat, you got a question?
Let's see.
Mhm.
What made you question your sexuality?
Okay, it's actually it. Okay, so there were a few signs. Early age. Puppy cat knows Zaya, this really fine volleyball player. She's tall. She has long hair. She was the best volleyball player ever, and she was so scrumptious.
Pretty fun.
But
Scrumptious, nice. I like that word.
yeah, that was in freshman.
I remember
freshman
literally
year.
every time that I would stay after school.
He's on my blanket.
And okay. Every time I would stay after school with B and we would wait for her to have volleyball practice, like I would ask her like how is it going? And I don't know how, but that person always would come up. He's just like,
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
okay.
She's just so cool. I couldn't tell at that time that it was. I thought it was just very deep admiration, but no, it wasn't. It was also always volleyball girls. There's this another girl. Her name was. Am I allowed to say her name?
Yeah.
Her name was. Oh yeah, I just said Zaya,
Hello.
so it's fine. Her name was Keely, and she was so aggressive and like straightforward. By the way, she's a Trump supporter. I just found this out, and I'm ashamed of myself. But this was also, I think this was also freshman year. Like there's just, I was on the plane coming back from a tournament. Yes, it's tournament. If any of you say tournament,
just keep
you should
going.
literally go off yourself. Sorry.
It's tournament. I'm sorry.
It's
tournament.
It's tournament.
It's tournament.
It's
It is-
tournament.
It's tournament. You
It's
motherfuckers.
tournament.
It's tournament.
It's
I'm
a
not.
it's a tour. It's
No.
a tour.
Nope. You say tour? I'm going on a tour? No. You say I'm going on a tour. That's why it's tournament.
Tour, and then it's tournament.
Yeah, I just say
No.
tournament.
Tournament.
I've
They're
been saying that
spelled
since the
same
womb.
way.
I'll keep
Oh,
saying
you've
that
been
till I
saying that
die.
inside the womb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I was
very
born with the ability to speak.
interesting. Okay, so
Deckard's just
moving
built different.
on. Moving
gang.
on. I was on an airplane back from a tournament. She's very aggressive, intense, and she was one of the best volleyball players on our team. I could never get along with her. I was very intimidated by her because she even yelled at me on the court once when we were playing. She was like, Seda, because I don't know, I was really nervous because it was our first game and stuff, and she yelled at me. And I was just, I don't know what.
She sounds white.
She is white.
I knew it.
Well,
there's not many minorities Trump supporters, so that was kind
True.
of easy.
That's true. Except for that
Anyways,
one stupid idiot politician. Hate her. Sorry.
wow, that sounded very personal for you.
Yeah. She's yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was on the airplane and I was just thinking. I was thinking about kissing her on the airplane, even though
Ooh, you won't.
even though
You
even though I was
won't.
so scared of her, I was just like, I wonder what it'd be like to kiss her. And I was so appalled by myself. I was like, I can't believe I just thought of that. And I was like, I didn't even think for the rest of the rest of the plane ride. I was just watching movies because I was disgusted. Because at the time I was Christian and I was like, no gays. I wasn't burn the gays, but no gays basically. Except for she was the exception.
Who?
And look at me with the
I feel like an owl whenever I say that.
Give me a second. Bro, the headphones aren't working. Wait, talk?
Hello.
Okay, yeah, they're working. Anyways. Wait, what was your question?
What made you question your sexuality?
Well, okay, I guess the first time I questioned was on that airplane.
Sounds like airplanes are a magical place.
They are. I really love airplane rides. The first time I was shaking because I was scared of crashing and stuff. But we survived, and I've been on 6 airplanes.
6? Dang.
Probably more because I've been on a lot of tournaments. So yeah.
I've
been
never
on-
been on a plane.
I just sent you guys the politician that I hate. She pretty
Yeah.
much thinks that if guys wear anything that's remotely womanly, that they're not men.
Oh yeah, Puppy Cat? Oh yeah?
Okay.
So, Puppy Cat,
Okay.
I have a few questions. How do you
Yeah,
feel about that?
Let's delve into that, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like
Who specifically did she dig on?
Wait, I kind of want to look at her.
What do you mean by that?
see.
What do you mean by that?
I want to fuck.
she's married. It's
It don't
so
matter.
tough.
Why do you know so much about this person you hate?
Look
Yeah,
at
Trev.
her profile. She's literally
Oh.
kissing a man.
Who kisses men? SMH, bro. Freaking losers.
Oh.
It's not like I do that.
Yeah, it's
You
this
look
lady.
like Sid the Sloth.
You look like Sid the Sloth.
Why are you defending this person?
Dude, she's kind of fine.
Seriously?
Wait, hold up.
Whoa!
Let me get a closer look at my phone. Let me
Um,
just make sure I'm not hallucinating.
For anybody that's wondering who it is, it's Candace Owens.
Oh, never mind.
She's a
Guys are 5
huge
feet
she's a
apart.
huge Trump supporter. Like
Yeah.
huge.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
So another
Next.
question for you, B.
Mhm.
In light of your future recent upcoming move, what was it like when you first moved here?
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's right.
Well, okay. So before moving here and I first found out, I was really excited, I guess, because it was a new adventure. And I'm also a very optimistic person when it comes to something that could turn out to be negative. I try to dwell in the positives of it. And so when I was little, I was just mostly excited. I'd say like 70% excited. Um, it was really hard leaving. It was really hard. But when we moved here, got even harder because everybody was so different and like people here are more closed off and weather's different and the whole vibes are different. So this first year here though, it wasn't that bad. I actually remember liking it. I had a few friends. There was Allison, Hannah, who R.I.P. Hannah, she died this year. What else? There was a few people. I can't remember their names though. But my first year was pretty good. And then in 7th grade, it went super downhill. I was like, although I think the question was about when we first moved here. So 6th grade was really good. That's the answer to the question.
And now delve into 7th grade.
Okay, well, 7th grade was very depressing. I was severely depressed in 7th grade. I
Damn.
can't even remember a lot of
Same.
it actually.
Yeah. I think 7th grade was just horrible for everybody.
It was so bad. I couldn't make friends very easily. Like I looked awful. If you see pictures of me in 7th grade, I looked really shut up. Oh my god, there's this one picture of me. I was at this camp and I was holding this snake. I actually looked like a man, like a full-on 30-year-old man. It's awful. I can't even it's traumatizing to think about. But yeah, I just remember being alone a lot in 7th grade and I had a few friends, but it wasn't like any close connections. I was super obsessed with anime in 7th grade because it was like a getaway. Like super obsessed. At that time though, I was a closeted anime fan because I didn't want my parents to find out that I liked anime. But yeah. Now I'm out of
Wow,
the
you were
closet.
ashamed?
No, I just thought they would make me stop because anime isn't super child friendly.
That is true.
Yeah. And I really
Now,
liked Fairy Tail.
talk about 8th grade.
Grade. 8th grade was fine. I liked 8th grade. Okay. I met who is a different person who's the person that I was friends with and you know what? You don't know them. So
yeah. We definitely don't know them.
No, we definitely don't know that person.
Yeah, they're a freaking nerd. You don't want to know them. Like actually, yeah.
We're gonna have to
not
get
gonna
this
into it.
name thing down. We need to lock it in.
Yeah, we just have to go throughout the day just calling each other those names so we don't have to deal with this.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was friends with this girl named Puppy Cat, and I made friends with Emily also. We were kind of friends in 7th grade, but like it didn't stick until 8th grade. I had a lot more friends. Abby, Handler, which I severely regret. Tanya, Tiara, Alana. Just thinking about that sounded like a weird
That
noise.
sounded like a moan, bro.
I know.
Sussy.
I know.
Sussy.
It's the
That was
opposite
a little
though.
sus.
He's not a good person.
No, boy, no.
Yeah, I had a very big crush on him though.
He's
For a
raped like
while.
3 girls.
That's crazy.
That's a big accusation, but
That's a big word.
wait, 3 girls? I thought it was 1 girl.
It appears Puppy Cat is dealing with some technical issues right now.
Sorry, my sister came in and told me to go to bed. But I'm not going to. Well, and then well, didn't he literally say, yeah, I'd done it to a few girls.
When did he say that? And you
Yeah.
don't even know. You don't even know. We're not gonna make accusations out
well,
here because
one
that's a serious.
we guarantee know that he has to 1 girl.
You guarantee it?
He admitted it. He was like, I'm sorry that I did that to you.
Okay.
She showed me the texts. So
Okay, but if somehow this some police officer hears this and they're like, oh, just
yeah,
it's awkward.
Yeah,
It is awkward.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8th grade was a turning point. That's when actually I went to River of Life from 7th grade. Oh yeah, I went to River of Life for a while. I forgot about that. Met River of Life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Dude, I remember the story that you said that you were explaining the story that you were explaining when you first met me. I don't remember that at all.
How do you not? I remember it so vividly. It was so vivid. That's the earliest memory I have in earlier, what's it called? Kids church, I guess. It was like a little worship thing, and we were like standing in a line, I guess. And like Deckard was wearing a Christmas hat, and I just walked up behind and I just hit the Christmas hat, and then he turned around and smiled. I just remember that so well for some reason. It's just
The first memory that I have with Deckard is when he was teaching us how to play Lemonade on the uke.
I don't remember him teaching us that.
I literally have a 12-minute video of you teaching us.
No way.
That's your earliest memory?
Yes way.
Are you serious?
That's the first memory that I remember. At least I think that was like before.
Dude, I don't
all the
remember
other
that
times.
at all.
But it was when you had oh no. The first memory that I remember is remember when we went down the hall and I were on one side and you were on the other, and we were taking videos of each other. And
that's the earliest memory you have?
Yeah. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
I'm surprised that's the earliest one you had. Like,
she didn't even finish the memory.
I literally don't remember. I don't know if one was before the other. That's the thing. Is it just kind of
get your brain straight, bro.
Yeah,
I can't.
Ooh, okay. What was the question? Oh, was it about?
It was just about 8th grade.
Yeah, 8th grade was good. I enjoyed 8th grade. I still can't remember much from it either. I was just very awkward. I was in those very awkward stages. I still am kind of in my awkward stages, but it was severe in 7th and 8th grade. Like, so hard to make
Couldn't
friends.
even talk to a boy. Idiot. Imagine.
What?
Whoa, what? What are you talking about?
I kind of didn't hear what you said. What are you doing, Puppy Cat?
There's something.
She got possessed for a quick second.
There's something in my eye.
That's tough. Anyways.
Did you not multitask?
No, it hurts.
Puppy Cat, you got a question? Or wait, that was already a question. Never mind. Shut up. Anyways.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up, boy.
So, B. You said you're down for any question, right?
Yeah.
So I don't remember where I heard your dad's testimony about his relationship with your mom and how they almost broke up. But how did how did that impact you and your brothers?
Okay. So, okay, well, it kind of goes way a while back. My dad and my mom, like my dad, I wasn't even alive during this time. I was in my mom's stomach at this time. My dad, his hip fractured and like he was in bed for a while, I guess. And like my dad was going on like a bunch of gigs. My dad's a musician and kind of a burnt out musician, I feel like, which is really sad to say cuz he's a really good singer. But he's burnt out. He went on a lot of gigs and stuff and he if you guys know what's his name? Yeah, I don't even know his name. But he went on a lot of gigs with his brother to Los Angeles and he was gone for a lot of the time. Even when I was born, he would go like for a very long time. Uh but like during those times there was a point where he cheated on my mom and like he that was before he fractured his hip, but once he fractured his hip he was like bedridden for a very long time and my mom had to take care of him as well as my two brothers and while she was pregnant. And then she says that while she was in the bathroom, well, my dad first said that he promised to God that if my mom ever asked him if she cheated on him, no, he cheated on her, he would say yes and he would say it truthfully. And then that very same morning, my mom was in the bathroom and he was like getting ready to go to work, I guess. And she was just like, "Did you cheat on me? Or have you ever cheated on me?" in the bathroom. And he answered yes. And then like this whole thing happened and she decided to forgive him because she heard quote unquote God say that she should forgive him and stuff. And so yeah, then that happened. But fast forward a couple years, actually this year, this happened like a couple months ago. Apparently, like my dad had a friend who was female and my mom had still has slight trust issues because obviously you would if
Mhm.
your husband cheated on you. So like she had slight trust issues, but he didn't cheat on her. He was just my dad's like so social. He's a very social person. Like literally could talk to a stranger for hours. He's very close to people, I guess. And he just had this friend who was female and my mom thought it was like a little sketch, I guess. And unfortunately, I heard this argument I was in the living room and they were both in their bedroom and I heard them arguing and I heard a few things. My mom was like, "We can break up, we can divorce, but you don't have to worry about the kids. We can divorce if this is over," and stuff like that. And I heard all of that and it was not very fun. Like,
I remember that day.
Holy
yeah,
crap.
it was not a good
I
night. I was just
remember.
listening. I was listening and my dad wasn't yelling. It was just my mom and she was just like, "We can, like, I don't mind. We can do this. I just don't want to be like cause she was, like, feeling really insecure. I heard a lot of what she said. She was like, "I feel like I'm too boring for you now," and stuff like that, and I, like, just heard all of it. I could not stop listening, obviously. Like, would you stop listening? I couldn't
No.
stop listening. I was just, like, sitting there listening, and then, like, I had a breakdown, and
I remember that.
uh then I went to talk to Emily and about it, and And then I had another breakdown when I went to sleep. I was listening to Harvest Moon on repeat. Just listen even though I didn't know the context of the situation, like, my parents, they're very confrontational.
Confrontational.
Yeah, they tell us everything about their relationship, like, they don't hide secrets, so later they even told us about them having an argument, but then later on I revealed to them that I heard it and they like apologized and stuff like that. And like they said that my mom was just having a very insecure moment and stuff and stuff like that. So I guess the way it impacted me, the first thing when my dad cheated on her a while ago didn't really impact me. I just thought it was very interesting and like I thought it was very interesting that their relationship lasted after that. Like a lot of relationships just die after a partner cheats. And so I was kind of just fascinated by that. I wasn't like disgusted or anything. Again, like I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to stuff like that. But with this thing, I got over it so quickly. When my parents told me it was just like a little thing, I was over it so fast. So it didn't there was things don't really impact me. I feel like. I don't
Mm,
know. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Deckard, I really like your avatar picture behind you.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is not mine. This is Alan's.
She's a fake fan. Don't even listen to her. She's a fake fan.
Dude,
I
check it
still
out.
like it.
Like
I still like it. What do you mean?
his friend at church made it for him.
That's kind of dope.
Oh. Yeah, that's sweet.
And
Yeah.
B, remember when
Yeah.
how did hearing your parents impact you?
Oh God. Okay, I take back my
Oh,
words. I take back my
oh,
words.
you mean
That
that?
seems so
I
hard.
remember
That's crazy.
she came on call and I said something and she went because she didn't
No,
plug in her headphones all the way and it was blaring out loud and then she plugged her headphones in and then she said, "My parents are doing it too," and
dude,
then started crying and I was like,
dude, the
That
first
is
time it happened,
crazy.
I was in the living room. Sorry.
That's crazy,
It's so
dude.
disgusting. The first time I was alone, I was watching TV, and I'm not even gonna describe anything, but I just
you know,
heard it. I
yep.
heard I heard it, and
That must have been
I
traumatizing.
literally, I was gagging all the way to my room, and I like cried so hard in my bed. I don't even remember how old I was. I think this was freshman year. Freshman year, it was oh, it
And then a few times this year because I remember
yeah,
every time every time it happened, you came and called and was like,
the
Wow,
walls are thin in this
it's
house.
very tough.
They are.
Yep.
Dude, that is so tough.
That is so tough.
Yeah, I
Oh
feel
my
like
god.
yeah, that did impact me. I take back my words. That impacts me very not well.
Oh no, that's
Okay.
hilarious.
I actually, if you want to ask more questions about my family, I actually have a few things that I want to say about it, but
Just
I'm
say
not gonna. Okay, well, no, because it's an interview. You have to ask.
I can't
what
ask
were those
unless I know
things?
what you want to share.
What were those things that you wanted to talk about your
Just spill the
family?
beans.
Yeah, that's
Spill the
what I
beans.
thought.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about my relationship with my dad because it's
Oh, I was just
still.
gonna ask you about that.
Oh, okay. Rewind.
Okay, yeah, rewind. So B, how is your relationship with your dad?
Oh, period. Okay. So, okay. So, when I was little, I feel like it was mostly. I mean, I loved my dad very, very much, but it was mostly fear. Like I was very afraid of my dad at the same time, because he was a very stern person, very stern and stoic. Like and there were things that he'd get mad about that I didn't understand, I guess. So it was kind of like unpredictable. And like both of my parents spanked, but my mom weak. She's a woman, so weak at.
Ooh,
Okay.
No,
canceled.
but seriously, my mom did not spank hard. Like she used a slipper and it didn't hurt. Or at least I can't remember. Like there's a lot of stuff I can't remember, but I remember every time my dad spanked me because it didn't feel good. Actually, the most recent spanking I got was 3 years ago. But listen, it wasn't on my butt. It was like on my hand because I actually really deserve this, but I stuck a fork in a toaster that was plugged in.
You idiot.
Why? Why did
I
you?
was trying to grab toast out.
That's a very safe way to pull out toast.
Yeah.
It's very safe. It's also daring
It's
and
so
fun.
safe. You just put
Dude,
the
I also
fork in
got
there.
spanked on my hand too. Do they
When?
use like a wooden spoon and tell you to hold out your hand?
Oh yeah, that used to happen, but the recent one, my dad just like slapped my hand really hard. That was pretty
Whack.
recent.
I think
But
that is
what?
tough. I was gonna say the last time that I remember. I think the last time I got spanked was in like the 3rd grade.
Damn.
But that's because
3rd grade?
my dad moved away,
Oh,
and my mom didn't really spank because she was depressed. So
that's
Ooh.
dope.
Oh my gosh, I
yeah.
want to talk about my grandma's spanking, but I will get to that after I talk about this. But yeah, I was just very scared of him. Like there's a lot of things. Like I got spanked for lying, which is valid. I just got spanked for a lot of things. But it didn't feel good. Anyways, I was just mostly scared of him. But when he did, and there was something I feel really guilty about, but when he did like go on these long gigs and trips and stuff, like I would cry, not because I missed him, but because I didn't miss him, and I felt so bad for not missing him that I would cry and pretend that like I was crying because I was missing him, I
How do
guess.
you
And
pretend?
Dang.
it
What
was
is-
like I even remember it. We were in our bunk beds and stuff, and my mom was tucking us in, and we were sitting around, we were about to pray, and I just started crying because I felt bad for not feeling bad, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just felt bad, but then I masked that over with I miss my dad, with to my mom and stuff. I remember that so vividly too. I think I was like oh my gosh, that might be my earliest memory. I think I was 4 or 5. Anyway, so I like even now, like I love my dad so much, but I still have like an uncomfortable feeling like inside of me sometimes. And I don't know if it's his personality because he's just a straight dork. My dad, he's like so dorky. Um and like him and our personalities feel like are just a little different. Like I don't understand his humor, I guess. I just don't know how to explain it, but like it doesn't mean I love him any less because I still find it like kind of cute cuz he's a dork. But I like feel a little uncomfortable sometimes cuz I guess I just didn't get over that fear or something. But like even being touched sometimes it just makes me uncomfortable. Like he does.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not like a
I get that too.
pedophilia thing. It's not a weird thing. It's
Yeah.
just
No.
normal in his family. But like he slaps my butt sometimes, and like he even slaps my brother's butts and stuff. So it's not like he's like specifically
Yeah, yeah.
doing it to me, but it makes me so uncomfortable, and I can't even express that to him because it makes me feel weird expressing that to him. So it's just a lot of unresolved, I don't know, just a lot of unresolved feelings, I guess. And I'm
Yeah.
still too scared to resolve them. It's not even like I even know that it would be better if I did, but it's uncomfortable. I don't want to be out of that safe place that I'm in, I guess. I don't know
Mhm.
how else to explain it, but yeah, I still really love him, like very much. He's the best dad ever, I guess. But yeah, that is my relationship with him right now.
What about your
Okay.
mom?
Oh, me and my mom, we are very good. Like just a normal daughter and mom relationship. She like nags a lot, but all moms do that. And like, yeah, I get along with her fine. It's just like yeah, we're fine. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're fine.
What about you? What about with your brothers?
Oh, well, okay, so me and Ian's relation. Okay, all of these questions make me have to go all the way back. But when we were younger, my brothers did not like me that much. Like they weren't straight on pushing me around or beating me up, but they'd leave me out in a lot of things, and they'd like let our neighborhood friends like pick on me, I guess. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like they just wouldn't defend me like I feel like siblings should. And they just would specifically Evan. Evan had a grudge, and Evan still has a grudge, I think, because he was straight abused by my dad when we were younger. Um, a fork was thrown at him, and he
Dang.
was beat for everything you could think of. Like my dad had a lot of trauma, so did my mom, but my dad was heavily abused by our dad. So when they were first parents, Evan had it really hard because they didn't have therapy or anything. They just got out of a cult.
What?
I
Yeah,
remember that.
they got out of a cult. They were fresh.
Interesting.
They were disowned by uh a lot of their family because a lot of their family was still in the cult and stuff. Both of their families were in it. So yeah, they had a lot of fresh trauma going on, and then add a kid to it. Um,
Dude.
they projected a lot of it onto Evan, and then when I came around, my dad even said that he dialed down so much because there was a story where he was in the kitchen and I kept walking into the kitchen because I was a little kid. I think I was 2 or something. And I walked in like 3 times. He kept telling me stop, and then I came in the 4th time and he yelled at me and I literally peed on the floor. And he said like that was his realization that he needs to dial down, I guess, dial down. But yeah, so for a while Evan was not doing good, and uh he kind of had a grudge against me because of that, because he got the hard part of our parents and I got the easier part. And yeah, so and even now it's still we don't have the best relationship, like not like him and Ian. Him and Ian are very tightly knit and stuff, but me and him, we get into fights easier, and I don't think there's not many genuine moments between us. There's been 2, but that was all 3 of us together at camp, at Christian camp. You guys
Oh, I
remember that?
remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
The second one.
It actually happened at both. The first time, my 2 brothers, they initiated the hug and stuff like that, but the second one I did. Uh, anyways, so me and Evan's relationship is still rocky. Me and Ian, way, way, way better. We're pretty good. Yeah, me and Ian are good. Like, I'm not super close with him. Like, I can't talk to him about everything, but I have talked to him about a lot of stuff. So, and like I can joke around with him and stuff like that. So yeah, me and him are pretty good. That's yeah.
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 Fun fact.
I knew he
Hey.
was gonna do that.
Wait, fun fact. B's brothers hate. Well, they find me annoying.
Oh yeah, they don't like
Oh.
they don't like
They
they
don't
don't they don't like
Puppy cat.
they don't like
They don't like pop. Wow, he's just
You even
letting his
said it
titties fly
correctly.
free.
Wow.
His titties are out. He did?
Who, me? Mine?
Yeah. You
Yes.
pronounced my last
Why are you
name
looking at them?
correctly. Wait, yeah, why are you looking at his nipples, bro?
No,
That's a
I
little
was
perverted.
Oh.
it was
Yeah,
metaphorical. Like his titties are out because he said the thing, and
Oh. I didn't understand that.
yeah.
Why did you call me a? Wait.
Shush.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay, rewind.
Fun
Alright, puppy cat.
Fun fact. B's brothers hate me. Well, I
Yeah,
guess.
they hate
You didn't
puppy
have to
cat.
restate that.
They also
Yeah, I
don't
do.
like. They don't like Emily that much either. But Ian's fine with
They don't
Emily.
like Emily?
They don't like Emily. They don't
Now,
like Abby
there's a lot.
either.
There's a lot of.
Dude,
They
they
don't
hate
like-
all of your
They don't.
friends?
I like
Yeah.
Abby.
They
I
like Abby. Abby's more outgoing than Emily.
They're fine with Abby, but no, they have reason to not. They just don't like their
Oh.
family because there was a lot of drama between both of our
Yeah,
families and stuff
I
like
remember.
that. And They also just thought
Oh
Emily
yeah,
was super
the relationship.
rebellious.
That
Oh
was so
yeah.
tough. Oh my gosh, remember when your brother and Emily's sister dated? That was a long
I
time
thought they were
ago.
actually pretty cute.
Oh, refresh my memory. I don't remember that. Yeah, I thought they were cute too.
I like Ian and Cinia
Yeah.
though. I like them as a couple too.
Oh, they're way better.
They're
Ian and Cinia for life.
Cinia is.
Yeah.
I've never the only time that I really interacted with her was when we dyed your hair the first time when it was still long, and you wouldn't show her the color, like you were sitting on the couch and you were covering your hair for no reason because you thought it looked bad or something like that.
Don't
And
remember
then I pulled your handstand. I said "rat," and then she laughed and said "rat." That's
that. I don't
literally
remember that
that's
at
literally the
all.
first. Yeah, that's literally the only interaction I've had with. Okay.
That's crazy.
I've had tons of interactions with
Yeah,
her.
yeah. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Okay, wait. Before you guys ask me any questions about, I just have a story with my grandma. One time, my mom and
I
my
was just
dad
gonna
were
ask you
both
about that
out.
too.
Oh, period. One time, my mom and my dad were both out, and my grandma was watching. We lived with my grandma and my aunt and her son, but I think my aunt hadn't moved in yet during this because we were really young. So yeah. So my grandma was watching us, and my brothers and I shared a room at this time. There was a bunk bed, and I was somewhere in the room as well. And oh wait, I had a crib at this time. I remember this. I called. They told me to go out and try and spy on grandma, and I was like, okay. So I went out of the crib and I like crawled out, and I was just looking at her, and she saw me, and she got up with the wooden spoon, and I ran back into my room and hopped into my crib again, and then she like barely spanked me, and I was like, that didn't hurt. And then she was like, okay, you want me to make it hurt? I just remember that being so funny when I was little. Also, Ian used to wipe off his spankings when he was little too. Like when my parents would spank him, he
Ooh,
would go,
rebel.
yeah.
Whole
Wow.
lot of gang.
Yeah, that's like oh.
Ian was literally the cutest.
Oh.
If I had pictures of him, he was literally the cutest little baby ever. Like so cute. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, puppy cat. Say it.
Happy Cat, I think it's your turn for a question. I
Yeah.
think I've been carrying this whole interview.
Facts. You so can be a journalist.
Okay. Anyways,
Wow.
I'm gonna think of a question.
tell
Well, we
us
can't
about
be
your
just a
journey with
journalist.
spirituality and how that came about.
Oh. Well, okay. So obviously you guys know I was Christian for all of my life. And then I
Disgusting.
just slowly
Sorry, I'm just playing. We
And,
love Christians.
yeah, we love Christians. I just made a heart. But I was Christian for a very long time, and then when I slowly started to figure out my sexuality, I started to be like, I started questioning it a little bit, but I was still Christian for a little bit, and then suddenly, like it all collapsed. Like I just completely took a one. I don't even remember. I don't remember. Maybe it was like a slow cascade downwards, or maybe it was like this one moment. I just can't remember, but I I just can't remember. But I think it was when I discovered shifting. Uh, then I started to get in more into spirituality, I guess. It made more sense to me, and I also I just related more to it, I guess, to the concepts, and it felt more real and more cleaner than Christianity at least, and it had better vibes and all of that. And so I was like, you know what? You don't have to believe in anything, but you can also believe in everything, if that makes sense. You could also believe in the Christian God and spirituality and stuff like that. It's so inclusive, and it's literally love driven. Unlike, even though Christianity is like said to be love driven, there's a lot that contradicts that, but there's no contradictions in spirituality. It's straight love, it's straight live how you want and stuff like that. There's no steps to being a good person or anything. It's just, it's a collective way of loving and living, I
That's
guess.
one thing that really pisses me off about Christianity. It's like you have to keep up your path with God to be a good Christian. You know?
Yeah. There were certain things you needed to be a good Christian.
Yeah. Like being
Yeah.
baptized or like praying or
It just, with Christianity, it just felt very storybook, like there were certain things that needed to happen, like there were certain limitations, like God had limitations, and it didn't make sense to me, I guess.
Mm.
But spirituality is very free, it's very open, and like I realized also as a Christian, so many good things were demonized. Like um witchcraft isn't
witchcraft
some
isn't.
bad thing. It's using natural energies and making something beautiful out of it. You can explore deeper into it, but at its root, it's literally not evil. And people saying it is are just brainwashed, in my opinion. But like what else is demonized in Christianity?
Your mom.
Pokemon. For some
Facts.
reason, Pokemon and
Wait,
like those kind of card games were kind of demonized.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
what?
There's this
You don't
one.
remember that?
What?
Y-
What? What are you talking about?
Like,
What are you talking about?
Did you ever not? You never had that? Like whenever people would play Pokemon at our church, they would be like, "Oh, you're not supposed to do that because like."
remember I think his name is Miss Jen from the Kids Life thing
I
at
love Miss
River.
Jen.
Yeah, she was talking about it when we were trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh. She was like, "You're not allowed to be playing with those. Those are demons." I was like,
What?
"Bro, it's just a card. Like,
So it's
Bro,
like
leave me
it's
as
like
alone."
a kid,
Let
you're
me
like,
what?
bro.
it's like associated with like tarot cards or something like that.
Yeah, something about that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you're casting
Oh,
spirits.
also,
So stupid.
B, I wanted to talk about I wanted you to talk about the fight that you had on TikTok with that one famous person.
Oh, yeah. I made this TikTok duetting. I can't remember her name. I think it's like China.
China and McLean.
Yeah, I duetted one of her videos. I feel like she's very sweet, but even I feel like her points made no sense, and in fact were really arrogant. If you watch her videos, they
Ooh.
like make no sense when she's trying to justify Christianity, I guess. Like she makes really weird points. But I duetted it and I said everything about what she said. And then she commented under my videos under my video being like, "Oh yeah, well my mom's mom was murdered and she still turned to God and stuff like that." And I was like, that is literally irrelevant. Somebody could turn to God for anything. Like that's just one specific situation, and even there's just so many. I don't even know what to say about it, but we had this whole conversation in the comments. Nothing really happened. Neither of us were disrespectful, but it didn't get anywhere, and it was just hold on. I don't know. She just sounded kind of dumb. Not gonna lie.
I still think it's crazy that she even saw your video and replied
I
to
know.
it
Yeah.
like
Oh
a
my
No,
gosh.
famous person.
And at
You
the end,
said to make a
literally
point.
at the end, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm. Maybe it was God pointing me to your video. That's the reason why I saw it because like you needed
Yeah,
to be
no.
touched by God or something like that." I was
Straight manipulation. Straight manipulation. Oh my god.
like,
Oh yeah, this you can say that about anything. Oh, my mood ring turned pink because God wanted. No, that's just Sorry, we're not gonna get into this right now.
and then they say like you have free choice. So like, but like if you had free choice, then how would God be making you do something? Yeah, I don't even know. It's just sus.
we'll have a conversation, a deeper conversation about religion. It's a different podcast. We're not gonna
Yeah.
get into that now.
Because we don't have our people, our clients,
Yeah, we gotta get
our affiliates.
Abby in here.
Mhm. Yeah, Abby and Kaylin and all that jazz. So we can actually have a good conversation where it's
Yeah,
not
and we could
feeding off
even
each
have
other.
like more than just, you know. But I think we should try and limit to like at least 6 people because like having that many people is just a
Yeah,
lot.
just so it's not like a shouting match.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna try to steer clear from that. I feel like it'll be difficult,
Yeah.
but we'll try our best. Anyways,
Puppycat, you got any questions?
I was actually just about to look up some questions because
Wow.
no,
You're gonna
like
look it up on Google?
there was this
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow. Okay. I have this question, but I feel like it's too. I don't want to be
No,
too
just
intrusive.
ask anything. She said she was
Well,
down for anything.
I was gonna say, what is your biggest insecurity?
that's a good one. My biggest insecurity. Oh, I actually have two biggest insecurities. Wait, it's literally everything about. Okay, I was gonna say personality and like body image. Those are my two biggest insecurities.
Sorry, I just heard
Personality?
someone cough.
Yeah.
How? Your personality is.
Not entirely my personality. I guess no. Let me rephrase that. My social skills. I feel like that's a biggest insecurity of mine. Not my personality. I even like my personality,
Do you have
but
like a
my social
hard
skills.
time socializing with new people, or? Uh-oh, can't hear you.
I think her mic just got cut.
We can't hear you.
Oh,
Oh, B.
so whilst we're waiting for that technical issues, actually I ate a lot of peanut butter toast today with milk, and I had musubi, which was
Yum.
so bomb. If anybody here has eaten it, praise Bingus.
Praise Bingus.
Yeah. What'd you have for lunch, Puppycat?
I had a sandwich for lunch, and then I had some spam and eggs at one point, and then and then my dad brought home some McDonald's.
Mickey D's.
Yes,
I love me
sir.
some Mickey D's.
McDonald's. I think she's gonna go get her other mic.
That's crazy.
Maybe not. She just made a face.
What's your biggest insecurity, Puppycat?
Let's see. That's a hard question. I feel like I have a lot, but I think mostly my weight, definitely. And it's really hard to still nothing. I B. It's really hard to like change habits, you know?
Mm.
Breaking habits is a really hard thing to do, and I think the biggest habit that I have is eating too late. I don't eat too much cuz I know when to stop eating. It's just when I haven't eaten, like I forget to eat lunch or dinner, and it's at the right time. I don't eat at the right time. I eat too late. So it's yeah.
I was actually like, I don't. It doesn't really matter what time you eat. like as long as you're in a calorie deficit and working out regularly, then you should be good. But
I
yeah,
guess I
definitely
need to
those
start.
the habits are super hard to break. Like I still have trouble with that. And
Yep. See, I try
yeah, bro.
working out. And I feel like I have lost weight since I've been doing, because I like have like scheduled times. Oh my gosh, did I miss my appointment? I have scheduled PT times to go to the gym and like work with like a trainer
Mhm.
and do stuff, and I do stuff for between 45 minutes and an hour and a half. And see, if I do them weekly and I actually, not me having a, okay, if I do them weekly and I like keep up with it, I feel good, and it doesn't like, it's not like really annoying.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. I forgot what we were talking about.
Me too.
I also forgot.
Okay, well, I have a
Uh,
question that
okay.
Deckard helped me with.
Oh, we were talking about insecurities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
already answered it.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't wanna. Okay.
I don't care. Literally, I don't care. It's fine.
She doesn't care.
Okay. So how did the situation with you know who affect
I knew you
you?
were gonna say that. I knew that was coming up. Okay, well, to be honest, it's still not even resolved. For context, I was dating somebody named Moss for like literally a whole year now, but a lot happened during that time. A whole lot that I can't even get into because it's like kind of unbelievable. But yeah, there was just a lot of very traumatic things that happened to them that affected me as well because I also cared about them a lot, and there were many times I thought that they were like literally gonna die. One of those times I thought it was my fault too, but we're not. What was the question again? How did it affect me? Right now I still don't even know like what's going on or like if we're together or not, and honestly I haven't been able to talk to them because they don't have a phone anymore. But yeah, it was not. I feel like if they were to come back, I'm just not doing that again because it really affected my mental health. I was so traumatized so many times because so many things that happened. It was really, and there wasn't technically their fault, but the way they dealt with it or like how they involved me, like if they were telling me, I don't even know how to explain it, but just the way that they involved me. I want to be involved, but the way they did it, like, really did not.
It just wasn't healthy.
Yeah, it was not healthy. And so I like still, and the worst part about it is like I'm still not even over them, and it sucks. It sucks a lot because there's nothing I can do right now and stuff. And it kind of affected the way I see relationships now. I feel like I could totally learned a lot about this, and it makes me slightly excited to try again with somebody else because I feel like, I learned a lot. But it's just also really hard now because I've also gained a lot of not insecurity, but just not trust issues either. I guess okay, you know that song by Tyler the Creator that it's like
Sorry.
it's what's it called? It's like Get I can't remember. It's like my favorite song and I can't even remember. Hold on, let me pull it up really quick. But this song is very, very relatable. I think it's called Gone. Oh yeah. It's called Gone. Gone. And it's like there's a part where it goes oh, I'm just blanking right now, but basically I just
When I'm gone. I love that song too.
didn't sound like it. What were you saying?
Gone. The love gone.
Oh yeah.
My
That
love's
the
gone.
chorus part, the sampled part from that song is very relatable to what I'm trying to say, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, I just don't. Oh yeah, I remember now. I just don't have the motivation, I guess, to try and be in another relationship because like going through all of that was very painful and it was so energy draining. Like there were so many times that I just felt completely drained. I didn't want to like talk to anybody. I like talking to you guys about like did I even like involve you guys that much with the things that happened? Like I
Not
just
Me,
really.
me a little bit, but it wasn't like you didn't tell like the full story.
I just didn't have the energy to like it was just a lot. I was so drained so many times throughout the relationship, even though like I don't regret it at all. I literally don't regret it. But I just it took so much energy that it feels weird not being a part of it. It's like, you know, working on a project and then somebody else doesn't do their part of the project and then it's like no that's wrong. No, okay, say you're working on a garden at your house and then your parents like you have to move and then you just did this whole garden and it's gone because it's not your garden anymore. It's going to be somebody else's and you don't even have the energy to start another garden at this new house. That's how it feels. Like I put
That's
so
a good
much into
analogy.
it. I put so much into it that like it feels like I'm still connected to it and I just don't have the energy to disconnect and reconnect to somebody else, I guess. Yeah. That's how that affected me. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that.
Okay, another one. Well, this kind of like revolves around a lot of the stuff that we talked about, but like how has quarantine affected your I'm gonna do specific. Your mental
That's
health.
very vague.
Your
Oh,
mental health.
don't really. Okay, well, I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot. Um, there's been, like I said, a lot of my quarantine was surrounded by moss, so it wasn't very good for a lot of times. But during those breaks, I felt kind of like I was flourishing. I feel like because I learned a lot about myself and I felt like I had a lot of time to explore this new part of myself that I learned about. So I was definitely not bored because there's just so many things that were realized during quarantine. I wasn't bored, but with those realizations came a lot of questioning, dissociating, and just like not being able to grasp reality. I feel like I still sometimes go into this, but I've gotten better at grounding myself. But like a lot of times I felt like I was just not on the ground and I didn't feel like I couldn't understand what was real and what was not real because there was just so many things like just the whole idea of our existence really was putting my mind at an all-time thinking train. I feel like I
So
just
you kind of dissociated
yeah
a lot.
I would just like stare off into space and just not even realize I was in my body. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so many weird things.
It's almost like you're seeing yourself
Yeah.
in third person. Like you're
Well, I
living in
wasn't
third
It
person.
kind of whenever I dissociate, it kind of just feels like I'm floating and it's like just thinking about everything. Like you can't focus on one thing, I
Um,
guess.
When I feel like I'm dissociating from reality, I don't even realize that like I'm here, if that makes sense. Like I just don't realize I'm here. And like or either that or I don't feel like I'm real.
Mm.
Yes. Those are the
Yeah.
two ways I'd explain it. I just would go into this completely different place and everything just felt like it didn't matter, I guess.
Mm.
I guess is how I'd explain it. But yeah. Yeah, that's I haven't really I mean, there were like a lot of depressive episodes during quarantine, but there's been a lot of change and flourishment, if that's a word. Um yeah, so it hasn't been entirely bad. It like I'm grateful for quarantine. That's
Huh.
how far I'd go to say.
Okay, you should try and put your mic down and stop hitting the table, please, because it hurts my ears.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even hitting the table. Just keep it
What?
still. Wait, I'll put it over here. Can you still hear me?
Echo.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
it's
Wait,
different with my other mic.
Is my mic still working?
Yeah, it does.
Oh. Wait, you can still hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I forgot. Oh, have you guys ever like seen like a glitch, quote unquote glitch in the system? I have
Yeah.
once.
Your mom.
Okay.
What I saw.
Wow.
Just recently when we had a sleepover at my house and we went to the lake. I was sitting outside and it was when Kaylin had left. And I went outside and I was waiting for I was waiting for Abby to walk back because she walked Kaylin out. And I was literally looking at the sky and I was just kind of watching and then an airplane came back or came like coming over and I looked down for like 2 seconds and it was already passing the tree and I looked back up and it was right next to the tree. And I was like,
Whoa!
Your
Absolutely
explanation
bonkers.
kind of did not make sense.
okay, so there's a tree. Okay, I'm gonna paint a picture.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's two houses, right? And then there's a tree in the middle of those two houses. It had, when I was looking at it, it had passed the tree. I looked down for like 5 seconds. I looked back up and it was passing the tree again. And I looked over at the other parts of the sky to see if there was another plane, and there was no other plane. It was one plane, and I was confused.
I'm still confused.
Maybe it's that edible you ate.
I guess
That
you
was a
won't.
Maybe it's
long
finally
time
kicking
ago.
in, you know?
That
Finally
was a
kicking in.
long time ago, bro.
The
That was
sudden effects on your brain. Suddenly you're high.
2 weeks later?
Yep.
Okay.
He said
Dude.
2 hours, but maybe he meant 2 weeks.
That was
But I threw up. What do you mean?
crazy.
Think
The day
about
that you
the
guys
throw-ups.
took that edible was the day that our first episode was posted. And it feels like it was just last week, but that was like 3 weeks ago already.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it was June 9th, I think. Or no, I'm tripping. Like June
No way.
14, 13.
Bro. That's crazy. See, time fly up there, bleep, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first ep was June 13th.
Why did you say ep?
Because I didn't feel like saying
Stupid.
episode.
It was too much work.
Bro.
It looked like you were getting off.
Yeah, low key. Kinky.
She said, oh my god. There's somebody underneath the camera.
Show the underside of your desk, bro. Is it Sadie? Is it Sadie under there?
Oh
Is it your dog?
my!
Did you put some peanut butter down there?
Oh my gosh! Her face.
You're mad saucy.
Dude, most definitely. Sadie's, Sadie's underneath there.
I don't think
Oh,
she can even show it.
she's not even showing the full picture because she knows.
She probably told them to
knows.
hide before she showed it.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay,
That's
buddy,
a
put it
Mitch.
back. Put it back.
I had another question actually. That could be a segue into another topic.
I'm happy. It's good.
If possible. How do you feel about furries?
Why? You know, I feel like from my perspective, it's weird. But as Adventure Time, as Marceline's mom says, something weird, maybe something familiar, viewed from a different angle. So I'm not going to be out here and like, that's wrong, because you know what? They're living their life how they want to. And kudos to them, because I can't even do that. So that's
Period.
great. I just think it's weird. So,
Dude, I was scrolling through TikTok, and you know how like suggested lives come up
mhm.
when people are live? This dude's TikTok or live popped up, and it was this furry, and that is Peppered Wolf, and I was just for some reason I felt intrigued to like listen to what he was saying, and he kind of spoke on like how people think that furries think they're animals, and he said that most people in the community aren't even like that. Like that's like it's almost like the Deku shippers of anime, kind of like that. It's like the weird part of that community. But
Oh, remember that one dude from school that used to bark at people in the hallway?
no,
Yeah, I know
don't.
Deckard remembers. Deckard remembers that.
I was trying to talk to B, but
I
so
barely
sorry.
remember him. But you know what? There's
He
like,
barked at
okay,
me once.
there's one thing that I actually really enjoy on TikTok. Like occasionally I'll see those furries who only wear tails and ears, and then they'll like do hops in slow motion. Kind of
Those
cool.
are
Or, like when they die,
hilarious.
they're kind of satisfying to watch. Not even gonna lie. Like when I was low key a furry when I was little. Not even gonna lie. Me and my cousin would run around on all fours and pretend to pee like dogs. And if you've seen Alpha and Omega, we'd pretend to be the wolves from Alpha and Omega all the
That's
time.
crazy.
So
I feel like you've mentioned this on one of the podcasts.
I probably did.
Es
But yeah.
posible, pero yo no sé.
Anyways, got any more questions?
I'm all out. It's been going for like an hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard my brother's testimony?
Nope.
You haven't?
Nope.
Has, right? About like
Evans or
how
Ian's?
Evans, like about how he almost committed suicide and all, or like he tried and then he set a date to actually do it. You
I
haven't
never
heard
heard
it?
that.
I swear to God,
I've
I
heard
told
about
you.
it. You told me that he was gonna do it, but I didn't hear it like straight from him.
Oh.
You want to reiterate it or like summarize it?
Okay. I can't even remember that much. But like okay, so Evan just had a really bad life. Like in New York, as well as being semi-abused by our parents. He was also sexually assaulted by our neighbors. So, and then we moved, which was very hard for him. We moved away, and he was very depressed for a very long time, and it's not my business to say that part, so I'm not going to say it, but he was just very not happy. And then I think during his senior year of school, he said that he like walked in the street and like tried to get hit by a car, I guess, but it didn't happen. And he said that God like shined a light in the sky on him that like made him walk off the street. And then but then after he like set a date for I think March 22nd to actually do it and stuff like that. But then he went to YWAM to this like it's like this missions trip in Hawaii, and then they go to the Philippines and stuff like that. And he said it was like a life-changing experience, and he would like go around and tell people his was it
Testimony.
testimony, thank you, his testimony, and he'd like help kids a lot, and he even texted me at that time, and he apologized for being a biatch when we were kids and still being a biatch. Yeah, that's the summary. I think he has it recorded or something, but it's actually really interesting. I don't know where it's recorded though.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good
So
word
cool.
to describe it.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the recording.
Oh,
Whole situation. Oh my gosh. I was
it's so
talking
cool,
about
you
the
almost died.
Goddamn, bye. Goddamn, bye.
talking about the recording and
I'll
how
never
he would
recover.
go. Okay. I can't recover when you keep talking over me, you little idiot. Bum cheek.
Bungee gum.
All right, anybody
Ooh, there's a picture of your mom.
got any?
No, I was psych. Idiot.
Okay.
Wait, give me a sec. Ooh, Olive Garden.
I got a question. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's see.
69.
I know. A 1, a 2, a 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
Feels like the conversation's slowing down.
Okay, what are we gonna talk about now? Like, what other? I don't have any
Alright.
other questions for B.
This is dead time. If we want to end it or talk about a new topic.
Do you think
I
it's
don't wanna end
okay
it.
for? Do you think it's okay for 13-year-olds to like okay, so say you see 13-year-olds and when you look at them you're like, oh dang, they are my age because they're like makeup, they got their hair dyed, they're like wearing kind of more scandalous clothing. Do you think it's okay for them to skip their preteen era, like their non-awkward area, and like go fully into teen?
I saw a video about this. Okay,
Me too.
so, I don't like it, but I don't think it's really our choice to judge them on it because as a society we have evolved a lot, and nowadays kids get electronics and like iPhones, iPads, TV like at a really early age, and like they watch TV all day and they're like on
Gonna taste good?
on
Sure does.
TikTok and on Instagram and on Snapchat and all that stuff, and it's like there's no way to limit them from getting there unless you're their actual parent or so like I don't think they should get preteen, but it's really hard to
Control that.
control it, right?
I think I understand what you're like. What you're saying.
Nobody cares about Sadie.
On
Look at how stupid she looks. Sorry.
what you said about like society evolving, I think it's the fact that society evolved like that, like how kids always get like electronics at age 5 or whatever. I think
Right.
that way of evolving is what caused preteens to
It's
just
kind of our
skip that
fault.
area, and like it's like they're like shoved into the world too soon.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
I
Yeah.
think.
Because when I was a kid, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Okay.
puppy cat. Bitch.
Look at Deckard. He looked like kind of looked like I don't even know. Okay.
Okay.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Just go.
Okay. So, okay, personally, I feel like it's definitely not a good thing that kids are skipping over their awkward stages, because if you're skipping over your awkward stages, you are missing out on the simpler things of life, and you're missing out on learning opportunities, and you're just missing out on like just being a dork, because even if it is awkward, it's also very fun because you care less about materialistic things and you worry less about your appearance, and those were the better times. But
They definitely were.
I do agree that it is hard to filter, it's hard to keep kids from doing that. However, we still had technology when we were younger. We were
Yeah.
still exposed to the ideal standard for how kids were supposed to look, and we all were still awkward, even though they have more exposure to it. Like, the thing is, there's this girl on TikTok, and she was like, "Oh, you're just mad because you were ugly when you were little," and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
It's like you are hearing from people's concern, like actual concern, that you're missing out on, you're moving things too quickly, and like you'll actually regret it. You'll regret it because you're growing up too fast. And like we're giving them actual advice, and I guess maybe it's because they're stupid kids that they don't get it, but like they're still smart enough to understand that it's helpful information, I guess. So it's not entirely our fault. It's also their fault for being idiots. Okay?
That's kind of
Oh,
true.
although there's also the thing that like it is kind of hard to be like, I'm just suddenly not gonna dress this way. Like I get that that's probably
yeah,
really difficult. Like, oh yeah, no more makeup, and then you're the only person walking around like that. I get how that's difficult.
Yeah.
So
I think um I don't know. I just hope that all these people that are talking about like how kids are skipping preteens, they do like what they're preaching about. Like, don't expose your kids to a lot of electronics, and don't try and make them fit the ideal teen of that age, I guess. You know what I mean?
I know
yeah,
Preteen.
if I had a kid, they would not get a phone until they were 15, because I didn't have a
hmm
good
14
working
for
phone.
me.
I didn't
Once
have a
you
good working phone until then.
once you hit freshman year, 8th grade, you can have a phone. Actually, a
yeah. This
working phone. You can have a flip phone to call me and only me during middle school, and then once you hit freshman year, you can get an iPhone or a smartphone. And
I'm
I
not
don't even
even
care
have
if you get
kids,
bullied
so
for having a freaking flip phone. You're having a freaking flip phone. Deal with it. Little
wow.
brat.
I think
That just looks
I kind of have like a real life um witness to this thing because before quarantine my cousin, she was like she was no filter, like she didn't care what anybody thought, and she would dress
Lena?
however. Yeah, she would dress however, like she would tell you straight up, like, and sometimes like a lot of times she still does, but um just being in quarantine like alone with the internet is it can
Dangerous.
be so
Damaging.
dangerous.
Yeah.
And she's on Twitch a lot, and when I spoke to her like in the middle of quarantine, it's like she's so closeted now. She's so insecure, and I
Oh.
I tried to tell her like, why do you care about people on the internet? They don't know anything about you. They don't even know who you are. So why should you care about what they think? And she's still stuck in that mindset. But I know eventually she'll grow out of it. But it pains me to see her go through that in the first place at such a
It
young age too.
does. That, yeah.
That is.
Oh,
It's just really
it's so
hard to see
painful.
it when it's like someone you're so close with, you know?
Mhm. And there's moments where like I could see the young Dina, like I could see her step out of that and then be a child again. Like at Christmas when we had this karaoke concert, and just last week when we went skating, like she was so insecure about it because she didn't know how to skate the week before that. And then we went again last week, and I got inlines for her, and like it was so it was so emotional and rewarding to see her like being able to skate and have actually enjoying it, because like she just felt free, like she just I don't know,
Mhm.
it was just so elating.
I like how it just goes like. Like it
Bro,
now.
what's side for life, bro?
Yeah, it's so relatable. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I was literally tearing up, and I was like holding her hand as she was skating, and
So
it was
sweet.
beautiful.
So sweet. Yeah, I just can't. I would never give. I feel like it's just such a big responsibility to be like, even when I was little. Okay, actually, you know what? I had a phone. My phone didn't work, and actually my phone still doesn't work. But I had access to internet, and when I was little, I was literally exposed to pornography when I was literally 11, I think. Or I think 10. 10 or 11. I was exposed at that
Same
age.
here. Same here.
It's like so dangerous
Yeah.
to like just give technology to a kid and trust them to not be
Hmm.
curious and not like and not try to adapt to that lifestyle, especially in quarantine. Like that was just a perfect example of how detrimental it can be to a kid's development. Like I know when I was little that affected me a lot, and now it's like affecting Adina, if that's how you say her name.
Yeah.
Adina. It's just so sad. Like to see that the internet sucks.
Yeah.
It's not a good representation of reality. It's lies. It's it's not safe. It's just not a place for a kid. That's all I gotta say about that. It's
Yeah.
definitely not a place for a kid. Ah, that's painful.
This is off topic, but like I can hear Bree snoring in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute. B.
It's just giving me a
She's
sneak peek of what to deal with in the future.
she's
That's
awake.
my wife.
Oh yeah, really?
Your
Yeah,
wifey.
Really?
waifu
Your
for life
wifey.
food.
Waifu for
You're
life.
not touching me. You are not touching me.
I've already touched
By the face,
hers.
yeah,
What?
that's what I was gonna say.
What?
By the
What?
face he's making, it's already happened.
You can't deny it, B.
Sir?
Oh,
It's kind of confusing because you're also B, but your dog is also B.
True. Oh yeah, my dog's name is Bee. Her full name's Beasley, like Pam Beasley. That's where
Beasley.
we got it from. Because Beasley is such a cute name, isn't it? Beasley.
It is.
So yeah, that's
I
okay.
remember when. Oh, sorry.
No. I have nothing. Go.
Uh, no, it was hot. It was a topic. Off topic.
It's fine.
Okay. I remember when you had just gotten her and you guys were thinking of a name and you wanted to keep like you liked the name Beasley, and I was like, y'all could still do that and just name her or like nickname her B or something like that.
It was Beatrice at first.
Beatrice, that's right.
Hmm.
I was like, if you
I
guys don't want to have to
know.
say Beatrice like fully, y'all could just say B.
Me and my mom changed it like literally a year later to Beasley, but it doesn't even matter because it's not like we're gonna call her Beasley. I have a lot of little nicknames for her. I'm like Piggy, Piglet, Beasley, Princess. I call her Princess so much because she sits like a princess and like she like I don't know. She's
That's
just so
how
cute.
Shayna calls Sadie Princess a lot because of how she sits too. I think it's the hip dysplasia.
Yeah, it's the hip dysplasia. It's so cute.
It's
Even if
so
it's a
cute
little
when they
thing. It's adorable how their hip is about to break. Right?
Yeah, definitely. When it just goes backwards and their leg is
Yeah.
behind them.
She
Oh,
crosses
so
her legs.
cute.
She crosses her legs
So
too.
does Sadie. Sadie does that so much. It's
Literally
so
my
cute.
favorite thing on this
It's
planet.
so cute when she crosses her legs. Ooh.
There was another
Okay.
topic that I
I was gonna expand on like being exposed to like inappropriate stuff
Oh yeah.
when you're young, cause like I remember when I was young, like I don't know, I think I don't know, everybody was talking about like really inappropriate and graphic stuff in like
They
the
so were.
fourth and fifth grade, I think.
They so were.
Or no, it was fifth and sixth grade, and I was like, question mark. I didn't know what they were talking about, and then one of my friends was like, "Oh, look up this," and I was like, okay. And it happened, and I wanted to die.
Dude, there's this
Literally.
kid in my class who like told stories about his siblings like doing the do. Like his little siblings, like a bunch of his little siblings in a ball doing the do. Like I remember that so vividly. He would talk about it every single day, like new stories about his siblings. It was disgusting. And that's
My
where
gosh.
that's like what peaked like
Yeah, the curiosity.
yeah.
It happened to me too. Literally, it's just so.
Kids are
don't know.
cancer. Kids are cancer.
True.
Oh,
That's why I'm
That's all
never
I gotta
having
say.
kids, bro.
facts, no printer. Okay,
Yeah,
and
we're both
in
that's not gonna happen probably.
in uh in eighth grade, I remember. Do you remember Jaden? He was tall, he was black.
Yeah, Jaden was
Yeah,
good.
he was a jerk. But
Mhm.
in PE, do you remember? I don't know if you were there because I don't remember. I don't remember you being there. But we were in PE and we were doing like a uh, a get to know you type thing, and the teacher like had left because someone called her away. I think it was Mr. Therio or the other PE teacher, the guy one. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, Mr. I don't remember either. But he was cool.
Yeah, he was cool. And he called her away, and they were like talking on the other side of the gym because remember there was the thing in the middle, and you could go on the other side. And they were talking, and he was telling a story about like how he was literally like,
Jerking off.
yeah, and he was like in front of the
What?
whole class. He
Mr.
was literally
Therio?
no, the Jaden, you idiot.
Oh, whoa,
No,
that's
yeah,
disgusting.
he was like, yeah, I was doing that, and then my mom walked in, and I flicked my hand, and I broke my screen because he was like watching stuff because he's a pervert, and I was like,
Dude, there's this kid named Max in my class
bruh,
who would watch hentai in class right next to me. And he would show
Max.
me Max, the guy that would constantly touch me.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he would show
He was
how much he
annoying.
hit that. Yeah, he was annoying. Literally.
You should have slapped him, right?
Disgusting. I didn't have the courage
Oh
to do
my
that.
gosh,
Wow.
remember oh wait, you weren't in this class. Mr. George got mad at Jacob, the one that dated Mercedes for a little while. Oh, wait, did they date?
Yeah, Jacob. Jacob and
Yeah.
Mercedes.
Yeah, he was wearing a shirt that said hentai on it.
Okay, but a lot of people
Mhm.
don't know what it means.
And he was like, Mr. George was like, you need to take that off. And then
Mr.
Sir
George
Um,
knows what that is. Mr. George knows what that is.
he
Sussy
said you need to
Mr.
take that off.
George.
And then Jacob was like,
Sus.
it literally just means pervert. And he's like, still just take it off. It's inappropriate. It's like
Mr. George is a sussy little baka.
Mr. George is very sussy.
he's
Okay.
scrumptious. He's scrumptious.
He really
me,
is.
Even me saying that, he's scrumptious.
He really is attractive. I'm not even gonna lie.
Wait, is he like middle age or?
He's
Oh, yeah.
he's
He's-
like 26, 27.
Yeah. He was
He was
really.
actually he was actually he was actually he
I was
was
his
one of the-
favorite student in our class.
he was the youngest teacher at the school.
I'm sure it wasn't Miss A. Miss A was like 22.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe it
Yeah.
was Miss A. Okay,
Yeah.
but he was like either the second or third youngest at the school. And yeah, he was really amazing. He was amazing.
Scrumptious.
Yep, and he's an amazing teacher.
Like The Office.
Abby-
He said I was charismatic, bro. He said I was charismatic.
You
Abby and
remember
Abby and okay. Abby and I were his favorite students in freshman year, or in my class.
Yeah, because I just said I was his favorite student, so a little
Nobody cares.
contradicting.
And then remember after school we would go to his class, and then they're like, "Oh, you guys are..." Yeah, we would have like, we would just go into his room and like say hi, and we would have conversations after school.
I
Do
bet
you not
Decker's
remember
enjoying
that?
this conversation. He's very much involved.
Oh, remember when we used to go to a gaming club and play Minecraft on our
Yeah, I do
computers?
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, right, Decker? And
Super fun,
remember
dude.
when you looked up bestiality and you're like, oh, this is nice. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah! I remember that so well. It was such a fun
Hey,
time.
buddy. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Bro, can we talk about
Go ahead. Go
Whoa.
ahead.
I was gonna say Andy, but like, what if he listens to this and he's like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, Andy.
Do you guys still talk to him?
He's gay now.
Mm-mm.
No,
He's always been gay, right?
Everybody's known that.
he kept saying he's bi.
That's
kept,
true.
Oh.
He did like this girl named May, and he was like
He was literally
so
heartbroken,
over her.
when she rejected him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Andy,
Didn't he ask her to Hoko?
I think so.
I love Danny.
You did,
Oh, dude.
dude.
He was okay.
No, I liked him. I thought he
I
was
think
funny.
he was a cool guy at church.
Not even. He like literally almost killed
Really?
me.
Oh,
Dude,
Wait,
well,
he was
what?
choking me. I was okay.
Yeah.
I was sitting off. There was like 2 times that he tried like pretend to choke me. The first time it didn't hurt. The second time, literally, I couldn't breathe. Like he was behind me and his arm was around my neck, and like I literally couldn't breathe and it hurt. And he pulled my hair all the time. He was abusive.
yeah,
Dude,
he
okay.
too. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
No. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Ladies
Oh
first.
my gosh.
Ladies first.
Okay. Well, I remember
You
he
know,
used to
lady.
he used to come up behind me and just like poke the sides of my like, you know, the side when you get
Yeah.
tasered, I guess. And then he used
I
to
hate that so much.
he used to hit my leg every time we got into photography class, and it wasn't like a hit, it was like a really hard like punch hit, and I was like like I yeah, it was just a little sus. And then he would like sometimes, like when I was helping him develop stuff, like I don't know, he just kind of got angry sometimes over like the littlest things.
Yeah, I think he had some anger problems.
On the pulling your hair thing, I don't know if you remember this, but it was like on this one Sunday we were just chilling downstairs next to that grass tree or whatever.
I
And
think I
there's
already know what you're talking
this
about.
kid that kept pulling on your hair. I don't know if it was Justice or some other kid, but I
I think
wanted
it
to
might have been
sock him
Justice.
so bad.
Oh,
But he was a kid.
Justice?
No, I don't know if it was Justice or some other dude, but it was a little kid. That's all I know. And
Bro.
I literally wanted to strangle him to death because he kept pulling your hair, and I could tell that you were getting like annoyed.
Oh, I actually don't remember
But I
that.
couldn't do anything because he was a dumbass little kid.
You so could have. Fuck kids.
I remember I have this
Go
video.
all kids.
I think it was the first time that Andrew went to the river when we were when I had gone there. And we went outside and we were playing on the playground and like doing cartwheels, and you and him were doing cartwheels, and then we almost missed youth because we were outside not paying attention to time.
Dude, I love those days when we didn't have when we weren't actually inside and we were just hanging outside. It's such good vibes.
It was like elementary vibes.
Yeah, it was so fun.
And then they said, "Go to work." I'm like, "Fuck you, bro."
We should just do that instead of actually going in. Just hang out outside.
I mean, I don't know if I have that big of balls.
Yeah,
I do it.
that's a bit extreme.
We're there for one day and we don't even go outside. I mean, maybe I'll have the penis cheese to do it.
We should try and do it 2 times, I guess.
I'm using that.
Penis cheese.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll have some. Maybe I'll
Dude, it's so crazy seeing the youth change. Like when I first experienced it, it's when Marcus and them were there. Like and like I looked up to them because I always thought like they were so cool for some reason.
Marcus?
And yeah.
Was he there when I was there? Because I don't remember.
Kiana Timalu's brother.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
them.
As soon as they left, because I think they were the first people to leave, and everybody else, all the older people started leaving, and the vibes just changed immediately. Like, and I just hated it there every single time.
Yeah.
When they left?
Yeah.
I don't even remember much.
It didn't feel the same.
I liked being there.
I liked being there for the first little while, but I don't know, it felt like after camp it kind of changed. For me at least.
I low-key loved camp. Like
Camp was so much fun.
Camp was so much fun.
It was literally amazing.
It was such a getaway.
The only part that I didn't like was when we couldn't stay down in the common room without a leader.
No, one time we literally were in the common. Okay, I think there was like a group of kids in the corner, and I think one more person. We like literally were in the common room all the way to like 5 a.m. and nobody caught us.
It was Andrew.
It was Andrew?
Yeah, we did an all-nighter and we like had an interview and just
we did a counseling session.
Yeah.
I remember that was crazy. When I accidentally kicked Andrew in the balls.
How do you accidentally do that?
So I literally like went to kick and I literally stopped at his knee area and he collapsed his knees and then I was like pushing up and then he opened up his legs and my leg went flying up and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And then he crunched over and I was like, I'm sorry.
He wanted that to happen. He has a kink for that.
The
Okay.
all-nighter
like,
that we did the
yes.
Oh,
counseling
and
session?
then I got in trouble for it.
No
Yeah.
thanks.
The all-nighter that we did the counseling session, that night was so it
Fun.
felt like a movie because like that was the night that I told you guys that I relapsed and stuff, and then we went inside and like had such a good time, and it
It
felt
was
like it
I don't
was literally a
remember.
movie, bro.
I don't want to know why I wasn't there.
dude, there was like, oh, I don't
You were there.
really remember
I
you.
was there.
I don't remember that.
I think
But I
so.
I feel
remember.
like I was there. Oh, I was there.
When we were passing around the fake blunt.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh
Remember when
yeah.
we were
Yeah.
like sitting around that table and
Yeah.
Emily's brother was asleep?
Mhm.
Yeah, in the
Do you remember that?
corner.
Yeah, in the corner. I
Dude,
remember that
okay.
now.
Okay, like before we went inside, we were like in worship and everybody was crying because of the sermon he gave about his mom and stuff, which was so sad. I remember like I was
I
bawling
don't
my eyes
remember
out
that.
because I was just bawling my eyes out for so many reasons because my brothers, and then I was also crying because, dude, I was so dramatic when I was little. I like okay when I had like this small porn addiction when I was little. I stopped for so long, but it was such a heavy like I felt so bad, like I literally hated myself for it. I felt so bad about it, like always. It was always in my brain. Even now, I'm just like I don't even care. But back then, it was a big deal. I was like on the ground crying over this stupid little thing I did a while ago, and it was so emotional though, because then like we went into these circles. Remember we had like after the sermon we went into these circles and we started
Oh, I
talking,
remember that.
and one girl was like my mom died, and it was like the most I cried in my entire life. I don't think I cried more than that before. It was just so many tears.
I remember one thing that I didn't like about the what's it called? The camp was like whenever we were in service, like it felt like I don't know, at least for me, it felt like I needed to be quote unquote prayed over, but it just felt
Ugh.
like nobody wanted to because I was literally standing there like for like 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, it felt like 20 to 30 minutes, but it was probably like 10, 15 minutes. And nobody was like coming up to me, like praying
I
praying
remember
to
that.
me. And I was like, is there something wrong with me? Like, I was questioning if there was something wrong with me or if it was like, yeah, I was just a little bit,
You
I
weren't
was,
missing anything from those prayers, though. All I gotta
yeah.
say.
And then I finally got prayed over by, I think it was Miss Alicia. And then she pushed me on the ground. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You know?
Dude,
That's tough.
bro, it was so awkward being prayed over and trying to relate to what they were saying so hard. They're like, "Oh yeah, I know your grandma's dying or something." I'm like, "No, no,
No,
but okay,
I
maybe."
remember like they were like talking about me. I don't even know what it was, but it was like something that I couldn't even relate to. They were like your relationship with your friends is like not good or blah 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 blah, and I was like,
Bro, imagine they were like, imagine they're just saying what they felt about you. They're like, "Yeah, you."
Yeah, bro, I know
please.
you're really struggling with, being an idiot and all. I'm a pray for you.
I know you think you're so stupid and ugly and you're just so annoying and all that. Oh wait, that's just what I think.
Oh no, that's hilarious. One thing that I
Oh,
didn't like about the church sometimes is that sometimes it felt like one group was better than the other. Like,
I didn't get those vibes.
when maybe it was just me, but like when we were in the groups and like people would um like win, like sometimes it felt like it was off bias cuz sometimes I don't know, like the black team Literally, they won almost everything. That was with this was at camp, and that was when
The
calm
black people?
yourselves.
The black people?
Calm yourselves. Calm
What do you
yourselves.
mean by that?
Calm yourselves. It was with Miss
Uh,
Alicia. It
I'm about
was
to
with
say something.
it was with Anna, older Anna. Wait, was she older than
Yeah,
older Anna? Cyan, Gabby,
that team was kind of
and
OP.
some of
Low-key.
the yeah, it was just like it
Well,
felt
OP
like they
that
in
it
part.
felt
terms of
like
popularity.
if yeah,
Leo.
it felt like they didn't like spread out the teams enough. Like they didn't like it was like they put friend groups together. They didn't put like people that just to like
Yeah,
make people
Okay.
comfortable. They kind of just did that. They didn't like put people together just to like expand the you know what I mean? Like
I know
kind
what
of
you mean.
I can
expand the
kind of see
friendship
that.
with that's how I felt.
I just don't remember. I don't remember a lot of that part. I just remember. Well, we went to 2 camps, so I remember going to 2 camps.
I went to
I
3.
just went to
I've only
3.
been to one.
Yeah, I went
You
to the
went to
ones that
the
you guys didn't go to because for
Oh,
some reason you guys suck.
yeah,
I
we
didn't I didn't go because Seda didn't go.
I
Wow.
didn't
She
go
was
because
at a tournament.
I was at a tournament.
Yep.
Tournament.
Tournament. Yep. 2 against
Well,
1.
I
Idiot.
remember
Idiot.
Emily
Idiot. Idiot.
going,
Idiot. Idiot.
but like I didn't
There was
really
so
Yeah.
much
hang out with
drama.
her.
did you have
There
fun?
was so much drama. Just to let you know.
It was like okay, our cabin was it was pretty cool. It was chill, but overall, like I didn't really have anybody to talk to except for I don't know if you guys remember him. His name was Kyan. Tall dude, curly hair,
Yes.
skater.
Yes. I remember who
Yeah,
you're talking about.
dude,
No
he
clue.
was chill, man. Like I loved his vibes. But
Yeah.
that's basically what I talked to most of the time.
What'd you
Yeah.
do?
Um, I wrote it down in a notebook somewhere, but I don't want to go get it. But it was kind of the same.
Lame.
Wow.
I didn't really like it the second time because it was kind of the same as the first time, but without friends, which sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you guys.
Remember when we went to play volleyball?
That was awkward
I
as hell.
do.
When Brandon was biting the net, it was like, I wish my wife would let
Oh
me do
my
this to
gosh.
her.
And then remember when he let what's her face Ezra right on his shoulders and they got in trouble for that?
He had really sus vibes, like
Yeah, I feel like he was a pedophile.
pedophilia.
Pedophilia,
Bro,
yeah, tendencies. Not like a full on pedophile, but
the
like,
whole thing, like he's talking to kids about jerking off, or like the things about the comments about his
Right?
wife and all that. I was just like, I hated his vibes so much. I
Yeah.
hate that we're using the word vibes so much, but I don't know what other word to use. I just hated his vibes.
The energy that he gave off.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, it was just
really
a little
gross.
sus.
Even outside of camp, like at church, you see
Yeah.
he's very like pick me, like
Oh,
get up, stand up, y'all. Like the
He never,
yeah.
he never felt
token.
right.
It was because you're a guy. He didn't do this to guys.
He only said those weird comments in front of girls.
Exactly. It
then-
wasn't. It was like
He
he's a
did.
pick me boy.
He did say the jerking off thing in front of guys though. Like he's like, are you guys gonna use it to jerk off? So
It was
Yeah,
weird.
it was. You know that the toy that you like. Is that what it was with that water toy that like when you
it was
move
a
it one
water
way?
bottle. It was. I think no, they were holding a sock. They're holding a
Oh,
sock, and he came in. He was like, "You guys gonna use it to jerk off?" That's what my brother said.
the hitting of the
Sorry.
table.
Sorry.
Oh no, I said your name. So sorry. My bad.
I haven't done that in a while, so that's pretty good.
I don't
Yeah.
even think we've been using names.
Haven't. So we haven't been doing that good, but whatever.
Whatevs.
But I just didn't like the intrusiveness.
Yeah.
Like
His
I
wife.
understand that they
Sorry.
want to be like inside. They want to be involved in our lives, I guess. But it was very intrusive how they
Yeah.
and it made me so want to do the opposite of what they wanted me to do.
I remember.
Stand up. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna crawl. Fucking
I remember. Okay, this might be a touchy subject for
shit.
Dang it. Well, we'll be editing a lot out because like. Okay. Okay. I remember. This might be touchy for Deckard, but I remember when you told us that you were
Relapsing
Yeah.
relapsing again, and
was before.
yeah, well, but I remember that you had told us, and Anna was there, I think. Yeah, it was Anna and
Emily.
Emily. No, Emily wasn't there because I
Okay.
remember I okay. So you told us you went to the bathroom, B, and then you came out and I thought you were joking because like I don't know, sometimes like you were the one to kind of try and
Like in the
lighten up the
mood.
mood. Yeah. Try and like joke around and stuff just to make us feel better, I guess. And
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
okay. But and then I realized you were crying and then I like told Anna and Deckard to go get Emily and
This was
then
such an annoying situation.
we were
Sorry.
in one of the no, it wasn't your fault. It was just
Yeah.
it was the
It was my fault.
it wasn't. It was
No,
My
it's
fault.
not. It's not. It wasn't the fact that what happened. It was just
the fact
what's
that
it called? What is it? What are they called? Leaders. The way the
yeah,
leaders just
Dude,
decided to.
they
like
just
yeah.
barged in.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
so we
we still have lives, bro.
B was
We're kids.
literally sobbing and Emily and I were trying to like comfort her and then Brandon's wife actually came in and was like, "What's wrong?" and like blah 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 and then she was like kind of it felt like she was trying to force us to say what was wrong.
Dude,
And
oh my gosh,
I was
I was
like
in the bathroom stall. I was in the bathroom stall
we were
because I
all
was
in
trying
one
to
of the
hide
stalls.
away from her because she was literally like, I think Emily warned me that she was coming, so I ran to the
Mhm.
bathroom stall. She found me anyways, cause
And yeah.
Slenderman, and she made me open the stall, and she was like, "Oh, are you having boy problems? Boy
Yeah.
problems?" Someone,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up! Shut the. Sorry, I was just
Yeah.
very pissed off when I just hate. I hate being asked questions. I don't know what it is about being asked questions by adults, but it's such a. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And
Just being asked
so
questions.
we like it felt like she was like forcing us and like rushing us to
Get back into
to
worship.
right to calm down and you know
Feel
go back in
Jesus.
there like
Fucking really.
whatever, bro. Like just give us time to like calm down and it's like bruh, like
The
you can't give
worst.
us time to sulk a little bit and like gather
Yeah, like
ourselves.
why can't we just stay out here? Like, can't you like cut us a break? Like we just. I don't know, bro. But the worst part about church was literally the volunteers. Or not the volunteers, the leaders.
The
That
leaders.
was the worst part for me.
Yep.
Um, even like, I'm not gonna say the pastor himself, but like the things
Bald one?
that they required. They're both bald. The things that they
Oh,
required
that's
of
true.
like lifting our hands up. Like they literally
Mm.
would force us to lift our hands up, or like pushing us while they're praying for us. Like all those
Yeah.
forceful things, like they're trying to force something. I didn't hate them as people, but it was such a turn off.
When I
To
didn't really see it like that until the first time that you were explaining it to me that you felt that way, B.
what do you
So,
mean?
like how you feel, how you were just saying it felt forced when you had to raise your hands. Like, I felt forced, but like I didn't feel like the whole thing was forced. Like, I didn't really think about it like that until you explained it to me for the first time, like a while ago.
Do you
Yeah.
still see it that way? Like it wasn't that. it was just not that big of a deal, sort of thing.
No, like I see it how you see it now.
I don't think it's entirely like this awful thing. I just feel like it's fake. That's it. Like, lift your hands up, open your mouth to receive, like speaking in tongues. Like, I literally remember opening up my mouth to the air because the guy
I
was like,
remember
open
that.
up your mouth to the sky to receive like being able to speak in tongues. That shit didn't happen. I
Yeah.
had my mouth
Dude.
wide open. Was a dick about to fall from the sky or something? I was about to someone hit. Hell no, nothing happened. My mouth was just open. I was
If you played Skyrim and know the power of the shout, I thought that's what was gonna happen. Like I thought I was gonna speak the language of dragons or something.
it
But
was so.
nothing happened.
Did you open your mouth too?
Yeah, I
Literally,
was getting
Well, I wish I just stopped and looked around.
Literally,
Everybody
I don't know. Like tongues is
was
just
like
like
fucking
I feel like
idiots.
it's literally just like a made up language, just them going.
Okay, well, it's supposed to be like your personal, like talking to God or something. I don't know exactly. My grandma tried to, or Lola tried to force us to speak it as well. It just, I remember, like, she was like, start speaking in tongues, and I was like, oh, this is so fun. And I started going, lip down, you can, but I would start prayer. Bro, and Miss Alicia would do it in your ear also when she's praying for you. She's like,
Yeah,
Lord Jesus' name, how would I get up?
I remember
Can you hear it?
that. I
So
remember
awkward.
that. It was so awkward. I was like,
What are you doing? Was this funny?
literally, like they sound like crazy people.
Really? Okay, I'm not trying to like make fun or anything, but
It was
I
just
mean,
weird. It
it
just
was
felt
just
weird.
weird. If it was another thing that felt forced to me, like, uh, the whole that was just awful, like so awful. And like trying to push you onto the ground. You know, falling out isn't even in the Bible. Like nobody fell out in the Bible. They were just it actually scared me when I saw people like falling over. I was like, I hope that doesn't happen to me. But literally I was being put like she would push my head back trying to make me
What happened with me is like I was like oops, sorry. I was like this. I had my hands over my my head, like listening to her, and then she like pushed my arms, and then they cleared out the chairs. Like they like literally she was like motioning for people to move the chairs, didn't move it enough. I hit a freaking chair with my back, and like she like pushed her leg under my feet to push me down. I was like, excuse
like,
me.
stay down, you
Damn, bro, you just bullied into the Lord, my guy.
like instant
And-
knockout.
You better feel
Yeah.
Jesus right now.
It literally hurt so bad. My back, like the chair like hit my back, and I was like, it
Oh my
wasn't
gosh,
fun.
I thought that was a spider.
That's
We
crazy.
should end it now because
Yeah.
we're over 2
Yeah, I
hours.
think that's a
Mhm.
good place to wrap it up. Anybody
Yeah.
want to take away the outro? Or
Do
B, you should take it away. Because
Yeah.
last time you said it was a sucky outro, so
Yeah,
It was
whatever.
a second outro. Thank you for listening to Freedom Mind, and I'm glad you got. Fuck. Thank you for listening to Freedom Mind. I'm glad you got all the way to the end and you didn't get bored and clicked off. I hope you come next time for our next episode with peace and love.
with peace and love.
With peace and love.